Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to sisi, the test server for EVE Online, where in today's video I am going to try to cover the second mass test for the April release. So the first one was mostly focused on the balance changes that CCP is going to introduce to the game, especially the diminishing returns on remote reps. This is why I have a remote rep on this Dominix. And unfortunately that mass test was plagued with crashes. It was so bad that we couldn't even finish all the steps that were first planned for the test. So as a result, CCP has now called for a second mass test where we are going to test a fix for those crashes. So I think that the aim is not to specifically go after the diminishing returns. Those actually seem to work from the few steps and the things that I managed to see during the previous mass test, but mostly to see if we have a stable client and if we can keep the game up and running, of course. So we're gonna focus mostly on that, how the client feels, the performance, and then we'll just try to follow all the steps that CCP Habakkuk is going to give us in the mass testing channel, of course. 160 people so far. I think we were at like 340 or something like that in the previous mass test, so this definitely feels like a little less than the previous one. Understandable, I think. It was not exactly the most pleasant or smooth experience with all the crashes that we experienced. So let's see what's gonna happen here. So far looks pretty decent actually. Far fewer capitals and supers than on the previous one as well. So hopefully I'll be able to stay alive at least a little bit. And we are at 90 in fleet W with 160 on the field, so that should actually be okay for us as well. Is one of the Titans. Both Titans though seem to be in fleet X, so that could be quite interesting. And something that I noticed, let's see if I can find that Vindicator back. That's actually not the one that I want. There was a Vindicator here somewhere that has a crazy skin that I couldn't even find on the market. Is it this one? Nope, I don't think so. That's a Kronos. Let's see if I can find them on the list. We get some Bargists. Any good targets for me, by the way? That's Scalpel, a Drekavac. Okay, gonna take a look at that. If I'm not mistaken, show info, traits. Can use command bursts. It's a battle cruiser. Yeah. Alright, so the Drekavac battle cruiser here could be a good target for me, I think. So PvP forbidden until the last step. Anything else? Let's see. CCP Draconis is in a Praxis. Get a Merlin, a Stero. Alright, that's quite brave. Osprey Navy issue. Actually really like the look of that one as well. Since the change, actually looks like a nice Caldari combat ship, and I really like this one for exploration as well. We'll be starting in 10 seconds, so unfortunately I don't think so. Basically it's a Vindicator that had a black and white skin that looked really cool. Couldn't find it on the market, kept looking for it. It looks like it's something like Serpentis Victory or something like that. But let's focus on the steps. We have to jump to XBV, so let's press the jump button and let's see. Right after the first jump last time is where we had most of our crashes. So this one goes through quite smoothly. Local is going up. You can see that here, 50, 60, 70, up to 80 now. Let's start moving. I think we have to align with the keep star. Let's do that now that I can. 100. And oh, yeah, I remember. So what happened last time, we're just gonna try and replicate that, is that I basically unanchored my camera, tried to look at something, and that's where my client crashed for the first time. So now, I'm not sure if that's the problem here, man. You need to clean up your Titan, by the way. You can see lots of dirt on that one. And other than that, see, that's what it should look like. God damn, that looks good. That's that lava core skin, I think. That does look really quite nice, and look at the heat coming off of there as well. Align planet 1, do not warp. Oh, okay, planet 1 align 2. Let's do that. Local up to 135. Our fleet is at 87, so it feels like things are decently balanced. And how the hell did that one turn like that? Not even sure. But we should all be aligning. Usually it's towards the star. And still slowly going up. Nope, 140. Alright, definitely not the biggest mass test we've seen so far, but at least we are still here. And this feels decently stable so far. Let's see, we also have an Anathema. Rupture, Proteus. Okay, we could try on those if we end up close enough to them. A Gila as well, of course, could be good. And let's see if we have any... Did we reset the steps? Jump, warp to the keep star, dock and undock repeatedly. That's where we had lots of crashes as well. And then it's the boycott fight. Alright. So I'm guessing that on the background now CCP is taking a look at all the metrics, how the server is doing, if everyone is still here, up to 145. And I'm not seeing this go down right now, so that looks pretty good. Here another lava core skin, I think. Have to admit, with those heat plumes like that, that looks absolutely amazing. And warp to mass test, you can use the right click menu, or we can just be warped by the fleet commander, of course. So we'll be in a big ball. That looks good. I always say it, right? This still looks quite nice, but then we'll all come together in one small ball. If you could put in formations there, that would be so cool. Especially if you could then choose them, right? Have like an arrow formation or a line formation. That would be very cool. So now we're already starting to all get in line with each other so that we all land on the same point. And that's when you'll start to see the clipping. But again, pretty stable so far. Here you get the Naglfar straight into the, what is it, the Ninazu. And there, Voltron is being formed. All pieces coming together for one big ball of metal. I can see, of course, if you want everyone to land at 0, and if that wouldn't happen, that would start to feel quite bad. But it's a little immersion breaking to now see up here all of these ships so close together, clipping each other. Look at that Moros, really out of place. Really out of place here. And then you land, and yeah, that's definitely kind of weird. So we'll wait for the order to dock, but so far, again, we are still here, so that's good news, I think. We've got quite a bit of noise going as well from being so close to the keep star, so we're gonna zoom out a bit so that that is gone. And then the keep star is here. You can take a look at that as well. For the next few minutes, dock and undock as often as you can. Alright, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna go too hardcore in that myself. We'll definitely do some of them. Let's see if I'm still in hangar view. There is one thing that I've noticed, and it's a big difference. So I actually do want to show that. This still looks okay, right? As my camera is basically moving and rotating around the ship that goes to the center of the hangar. But here now, I definitely have the feeling that there's like a bit of stutter that's basically happening. And I think it was especially looking at the screen here as well. Well, if we look at this border, so if look at my lights though, look at this part of my ship, it definitely looks like the graphics are stuttering a little bit. And that is something that I did report in a bug report, because I went to TQ, also got into another hangar, and then took a look at the Dominix, same skin and everything, and it's really smooth, very stable. So there is, in my opinion, a slight graphical problem there. So let's do some docking and docking. We'll go back into the hangar. Okay, at least we're not crashing. This time I'll also do the outside view. That's where we actually had problems last time. Once I was in the hangar, I didn't crash anymore. So now we'll undock again. And just hope that we stay on the server, of course. So that's what that looks like with all the big capitals next. That does look cool. Look at that view. That is a crazy good view. Now you've got the faster confessor. Other battleships coming behind us. On all of those. This looks cool. This is not one big ball. This is basically all the ships undocking. Yeah, very, very nice. Zoomed out again as well. Alright. Now let's do a bit of docking, undocking. See if we spot any problems. Let's take a while to load something as big as a keep star. And then press undock again. So we're back again. This time we'll dock from the radial menu. We're still there. Guests going up, guests going down. That's the plan, of course. So far definitely looks like it's a lot more stable. So now we get a thanks. Let's do a last one from the right-click menu.
Docking request accepted.
And there we go. Keep star is back. And we can undock again. Please undock and align to the Poitot gate. Alright, well, good news. We are not crashing. We are keeping on keeping on. Stargate, Poitot, align to. Let's see where it's supposed to be at. Alright, that's not too different from our alignment on the undock. That should be good. And 170, alright, not gonna be too big a fight. Maybe we'll be able to catch some targets, but again, I do think that they have the Titans on their side, and that could be a problem. And lots of faxes as well. People are interested in those diminishing returns though, to see how it works. I personally think it's gonna change nullsec big warfare by quite a bit. We will have to wait and see, of course. So everybody's slowly aligning. Here are all the battleships next to me. Leshak with the skin. Ooh, Dominix with the drone skin. That does look good as well. Let's see if I can spot. So here the Scorpion. That looks pretty cool as well. And good news, the look at button has been fixed. So that gave a problem before. I like this. I like the symmetry and all of that. So that looks pretty good. Let's see if we can spot that Vindicator, maybe. Don't think it's this guy, though. Oh, that's just a regular skin, I believe. CCP Habakkuk in the Abaddon. And I'm being warped by the Fleet Commander again. So all these battleships are in my fleets. Yep, okay. Here's the fleet again. Fleet W, always the best one, of course. And let's see. Yeah, lots of battleships, couple of Leshaks. Okay, interesting. And then we actually have a Balgorn and a Dominix passing us. I think that we are basically at the speed of the lowest, of the biggest ship, of the slowest ship here. So from time to time here now you get a Venture that's passing us, you get a Gila that's passing us. Look at that, Rattlesnake Retribution passing us as well. Fleet W can jump through, Fleet X has to hold, so far again looking pretty good. And then in the fight, of course, we'll see how my GeForce RTX 2070 is gonna hold up, but I also saw in a previous fight that well, 30-40 FPS when there's lots happening on the field. Yeah, in the previous mass test, in fact, when we were shooting a Titan and repping it at the same time, yeah, it's not like it's that big a difference compared to the GTX 980, but I personally like the idea of having more reserve, having more stability, so I'm pretty damn happy with it. So here we go. Get to the gate, press the jump button. 165 here in local. It's about half of the last test. That should also help, of course, with oops, like that. With the lag, the FPS, tie-dye, things like that. We have a Pontifex at 80. I'm gonna take a look at that one. Trying to zoom. That's a pretty cool view towards the planet there. And now we get some of my fleet. Alright, so we can start orbiting. We should be safe here. Let's orbit at the current one. Get my ogres out. Maybe I get lucky. And decloak something that shouldn't be here. Fleet X is holding. So we don't have Titans. Depends on their doomsday. But this could end up being a short stay. And so far though, when it comes to the crashing, pretty good news. So here's a non-fleeted Thanatos. Let's see if they go after it. We get the Astero as well. That shouldn't be here. I'm gonna wait, I think, for the signal, but I wouldn't be surprised. Here we get some fighters going out. And let's see, can I see? Okay. There's actually a lot. I'm still not seeing the drones. There's some geckos on the field. There are the Templars and some dragonflies as well. Let's go take a look at them. Back to the main. So that does look pretty cool. Carrier fighters are out. That does look quite nice. Alright, should be for soon. We also have cormorants. That's being chased, I think, by a thorax. He's ready to have his one-on-one with the cormorant once the message is given. Fleet X, get ready. So we should get ready as well. Drones are out. Guns at the ready. Oh, yeah, we won't really be able to test the remote repping that much on this fight, I don't think. Unless I'm super lucky and I can somehow find the main target from our fleet or something like that and then try to show the diminishing returns. But I've already seen that it works. Basically, I think I told the story in another video as well. This one normally reps Fleet X jump is not allowed. I think he meant to say, because it says fight here, that it is allowed. But as I was saying, normally 512 for a full cycle. And I saw it go down to 509 because someone else was also repping. So we've got a Nyx pretty close by. That's basically a little bit big for me. The Wolf Pontifex at 100. Let's see if we've got anything of a decent size that's close by. Well, we could try that Wolf if we're really fast. Let's try to approach him as well. Microwarpdrive before he gets out. Try and send him off the field. Then we get a Sleipnir coming in as well. Would be good if I can still catch him. Everything is at the ready. Scrammed. Drones come in. Blasted off the field. Alright, you're next. Orbit at 5k. Engage. Guns. See if I can web him. Microwarpdrive off, I think, for now. Or is he... Yeah, he's getting away. I'm taking some hits. Ooh, that looks cool. And I gotta say, 50 FPS still. That's pretty good. So can I catch you? Damn it, still not. Come on, should be in range for this. Yep, okay. He's webbed, scrammed. I am taking some damage. But this actually does feel better. It's 170 on the field, so it's not that big a test, admittedly. But this does feel quite a bit better than in previous mass tests, I must say. And the big difference should be my graphics card, of course. So let's ask for a bit of armor. If anyone can give it. Should I try to take that guy off here? Let's see what happens. Get my first repper on. Keep the pressure on, I think. And he actually... Let's try a closer orbit. Pressure is on. No, I'm not the only one attacking him from time to time, I think. Ogre's still doing okay. Something just just flying through the wreck. I'm really not paying attention to the larger fight, which I probably should. This looks pretty cool. We got some fireworks going as well. And then here now 40, 45 FPS. But yeah, even nearby like that. Look at that. That feels pretty good actually. And now, am I being neutered? No, I am being remote repped, so we're gonna try to save a little bit. Let's really try to approach him. He's just tanking me too easily, unfortunately. And why am I seeing all of these drones? That's not what I want. Maybe we try switching to the Drake. Let's see if we can. Because my drones are taking a beating here. Switching to the Drake. He just destroyed something, or something that was attacking him did just get wrecked. So we're gonna go in. He's wept. Come on, get in a bit closer. Scram as well. Ogres survive just a little bit longer. He's being targeted by more ships. This should be possible. Now he's scrammed as well. You're not going anywhere. And let's just keep getting closer and closer to that Drake. Come on, Ogres, you can do this. Ah, this looks good. And then the chase is on. Dominix looms. Slowly breaking his shields. Slowly getting some rep back as well. A little bit of audio stuttering here, but it's still quite okay. Local still at 167. Okay. So the Drake is now attacking me as well. Let's do a bit of single repping. His shields are going down. Webbed and scrammed. So his missiles up against the prow. Now his armor gone in a single volley. And he's going down. Okay, good stuff. What else? Ooh, Osprey Navy issue. Let's start approaching that guy. Drones are heading back for the Sleipnir, which is not exactly what we want. We want to target you. Definitely try to whip. Scram if we can. Quick bursts. Get a bit closer. Don't want him to get out. Alright, in armor, so that shouldn't last too long. Loki is gonna be maybe difficult to break, but we can try, of course. Rifter here as well. So, actually I'm not being attacked, so this is going quite alright. 92, alright, so get poor ogres, they are suffering quite a lot. Anything nearby that we could still try to catch. Scalpel Dramiel, I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Try the approach on the Rifter. He's gonna get away, but the Loki is gone. Pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, poor ogres, they're gone. Let's try the guards, some extra guards as well. Engage at 16, that should be okay to try. That one, damn it, he's gonna get away. Wish I could scram and web him. I'm gonna try to approach the Dramiel, then catch him. Okay, should be a better target at this point. Let's get some cap back and let's do a little bit of repping. Guards are out. That's not... they're not doing that well at this point. Let's see if they can hit this and also add a couple of Valkyries to the mix. Let's see if we can do some damage to that Dramiel. Okay, still good to see that I'm repping here. Guards missing, Valkyrie missing. Is he just too fast? Get a couple small hits, yeah, okay. So we basically have to abandon these guys, I think. I'm gonna risk that. Just so that I can get 5. Poor guards. Left behind, but yeah, not the right tool for the job here. Let's go. Try and chase that Dramiel down. Okay. I'm not gonna ask for more reps at this point, I don't think. Let's see if I can... Ooh, big explosion. Goodbye. Rifter is out of shields, but is getting rep back. Still going after the Slipnir as well. See if we can add the guns. He's just not being slowed down. Man, I gotta say, their reps are doing quite well. Anything else that we could try? Let's see here. CCP Nocturne in a Drake. Maybe we could try that. I think we'll be sent home quite quickly, but could be worth a try. Activity tracker. Man, we should probably add the DPS on... let's see if we can get after that Drake. Chase after him. In the meantime, I'm adding my Valkyries, hopefully, to the Rifter to finally break him. That's definitely a brave Rifter there. Ah, oh, look at those reps. Good God, FleetX, good repping. Finally he goes down. Let's see if we can... any other good targets? Executor, maybe we can try. Gonna be a bit slow to actually tackle. So we're getting close to CCP. Ooh, he's about to break. Let's quickly send our drones over. Guard small, alright. Valkyries taking some. Ooh, goddamn, full rep. Okay, let's see. Can I get close enough? He's flying away with the Drake. He knows I'm chasing him. So let's get back to it. And yeah, despite the diminishing returns, actually quite a lot of effective reps still happening. Of course, we are not as organized here as what we could possibly be in a big Nosek fight. So it's definitely not the same. SSB Nocturne is gonna target me here. Drones keep going. But he's too fast. He's staying at a good orbit from me. So I'm not able to catch him. Now we've got... Ooh, what the hell? We've got some battleships. See if we can do a show info on that. I'm actually kind of interested. Show info. FIO. Infiltrated Guardian. Having done so. Okay, interesting. Now he's half shields somehow. So let's keep going. Or does he still have a surprise up his sleeve? He's hitting me with the missiles. I can keep repping for a bit more. At the Executor, man, he's just getting rep back. So hopefully I can stay under the radar. And CSP Nocturne flying very well, staying at 20 kilometers from me. I'm unable to catch him. That's a bit disappointing. Now on the field we've got lots and mostly big ships here. We do still have a Vengeance that's small that we could try. Well, he's slowly taking more damage though. As apparently we're getting under the fight. I'm gonna allow him to think that I'm being slowly broken. Then when... Ooh, Executor, is he going down? I'm chasing you to the ends of the earth. CSP Nocturne, I'm not giving up. Brave Executor, yep, still going, still getting rep back up here. Local 128, so we are done. I haven't spotted any tie-dye. We're doing decently well. His shields are slowly buckling. And my capacitor is empty. So now we're gonna slow down. Let's make him think that my cap is empty. So now my reps are also stopping. Let's Let's give him some fake hope that that it works. So he sees now that I'm slowed down. He can orbit me very easily, right? Oop, in the meantime, that one goes down. So are some of my drones actually not on him? That would be, we might be able to surprise him then. So now he's seeing that I'm slowed down. I'm not repping back up. As his shields are below 25% though, these should break. And then just now we're gonna quickly do that. Reactivate. Fire towards him. Speed back up. Get my cap back. His shields are breaking. A few NPCs are joining the fight. Okay. And now Valkyries, keep doing what you're doing. I'm desperately trying to catch him. Still letting him think that it's basically my last bit of cap. But let's do some double reps. As his shields break. Ah, Sisi Nocturne. My battleship was ready for this. He's now in armor. Although it's my last charges though. So this doesn't have to keep going for too much longer. Let's see. We've got a malediction. That's basically the closest small target that we could go after. His Drake is slowly breaking. And so we are back at full armor as he goes into structure. Man, those Valkyries doing good work, gotta say. And then he's invulnerable in his structure. Is that gonna be the deal? Looks like... Oh, well. Is he structure tanked? That's still at 95%. That's still gonna take bloody forever like that. And I don't even have charges anymore. Interesting. Performance here, 30, 40 FPS. Valkyrie slowly dying to the smart bombs at this point. Very interesting. Does a Drake always have this much structure? Let's see. Oh, and he pulls away from me as well. Let's start going after the malediction then, because it's closer. Let's see if we can still do something to that. Lost the drone. Next one, let's add a small drone. Goblin, go. Microwarpdrive, go. He's getting rep back though. And now Sisi Nocturne is getting his shields back as well. But that was a good chase, a good fight. And yeah, we're actually still around here as local is down to 120. Let's see what... whoops, another drone gone. Replaced. More drones gone. Okay. And I'm not gonna be able to catch that either. Here's the Sleipnir again. Maybe we can try. But I personally think that there's basically too many reps on the field now. To try and break anything. Oh, that's a decent hit on the Sleipnir. Where is it? Back there. But catching reps quite easily. Let's stop that one for now. Oh, what I could try actually. I'm not sure if he'll see reps. But I could try. Let's see what kind of repping we do. 512. So now you see it's my full. If he were to catch some other armor reps, you would see that number go down. So that would have been a good test. Just not gonna happen, unfortunately. We're still going after that malediction now. I'm seeing that happen. So that's a sorry, Sisi Nocturne. I didn't do it on purpose. Come on, my drones. Let's see if we can... Ah, yeah, no way that we're gonna catch him at this distance. There comes his Drake. He's now ramming me. Let's get forwards. Lots of stuff blowing up again. And maybe we should take a look at an NPC. Because, yeah, we're not gonna break any of those guys anymore. This has become a capital and super fight. So we've got an Archangel the Predator. Thank you all. This concludes the official part of the mass tests. Let's see if we can still get on that the Predator. And yeah, no crashes performance-wise. I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident that we've been doing quite well here in performance. Haven't seen too many problems. We got some more NPCs coming in as well. And we made it through the entire fight. Very cool. In the meantime, I think it's basically waiting for the Titan Doomsdays to make the difference. Unless... do we still try the Kikimora? Oh, he's gone actually. Anything else still nearby? We got Red Rover in a Drake, but not having the ogres out is gonna make a pretty big difference on that. So let's quickly see if he's being repped or not. Approach him. We'll get 2 million skill points on CC, of course. This is not skill points that you get on TQ for that. And yeah, successful mass tests, I would say. We're definitely not seeing the crashes that we saw before. So now we're gonna approach the Drake. Let's see if we can do some damage to him. If he catches reps, that's gonna be it. We can maybe quickly try. One more cycle ought to do it. Guns blazing. Whips activating. Get that going as well. Not the only one. Someone else has him on a long point, I believe. So now he's whipped. Scrammed. We've got our drones on him. Half shields. As something big blew up there. The small guys also do their part in the fight. That's pretty cool. This is something that I normally don't get the chance to show, but yeah, after the mass test we get basically a thank you, get an 07. If you want to, you can of course give your findings to CCP, and there goes the Drake as he explodes. That is basically gonna conclude this mass test for me as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.